गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पतः न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो वरिष्ठनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ओम्। Let us chant from third mantra. Nayamatma pravachanena labhya name dhayana bahuna shrutena yame vaisha vrunute tena labhya तस्यैषात्मा विवृणुते तनुं स्वाम् नायमात्मा बलहीनेन लभ्यः न च प्रमादात् तपसो वाप्यलिङ्गात् एतैरुपायैर्यतते यस्तु विद्वान् तस्यैष आत्मा विशते ब्रह्मधाम तस्यैष आत्मा विशते ब्रह्मधाम. We were seeing the sadhan for the moksha. So, sadhan means the necessary preparedness and attitude of the mind during the listening or during meditation or before we come to the class, before also, during also. So when you go to any college, supposing you say I want to be admitted in BSc or a BTech or BCom. So they will ask you for 12th class. Why? They say what I will be taught will be understood better if you have already gone through this subject. Not that they are troubling you, but they are asking you that the subject which will be taught here requires this much of knowledge, then you can understand it easily. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to understand the easy things of the graduation also. So when a person is going on this knowledge of the self, so there are some primary means and there is something called secondary mean. So 4 means are mentioned in the 4th mantra. 1 is called bal, other is called apramad, 3rd is called tapasya and 4th is called linga. So this Atma is known by one is not, it talks in negative. Why in negative? Because we have that to negate that. Like you say, it's not that I don't love you, like that. So putting 2 negatives negates in me the bal. So balheen you cannot have. One who has pramad he cannot have. One who does not have tapasya he cannot have. One who is not having sannyas he cannot have. 4 things are mentioned. Up in the path where we are, bal means that thing which creates something, which has an effect. Like somebody has Shakti, what you call is bal here, through which you create something, through which, so what will be created out of you is required, it requires special bal. Dhan bal, jan bal, yash bal, siksha bal, all these bal don't work here. You are very qualified, you have a lot of money, you have a lot of contact, you are youth. Only sometimes they say he is young, therefore he can understand Vedanta. There is no criteria for that. Or because he is male, therefore he can understand, nothing like that. Other bal is required. Or he is of high caste, therefore he can understand, that also may not be required urgent. What bal? 4 things are included in the bal when you are here. One is called Shraddha bal, second is called Vinay bal, third is called Tyag bal, and fourth is called Samarpan bal. These 4 things will make the spiritual life little easier, especially when you have taken it as sole purpose. Shraddha bal means what? That strength through which you are able to see very big scriptures, Guru, God, mantra, sadhana is very important matter for you. Even I am very small, but these are very big things. That is called Shraddha bal. Why they are mentioned as anything when you perceive as very big, slowly it becomes important. And it becomes your dhyaya, or you become your lakshya. You feel what is very big for you, you will go after it. If a struggling actor is there, for him big thing is to get a break in some film. He wants to have a phone call from some director. Some director is making a film and he called him. So it's very big thing to get a breakthrough. But you won't be thinking. Here in the ashram, you're not thinking I should get a call. You will not get. But I'm just saying that that somebody will call you with some kind of, it's a breakthrough, or any singer has got a, here big thing, whatever is, because, and here it is not a big thing for you. Or you are not thinking I should get a lot of money. If money was very big, you should have pursued the same time in getting money. If family life was very big for you, you could have pursued the same time in living with your family people. So whatever is big, slowly our pravritti follows mahatva. Whatever mere mahat buddhi is there automatically our pravritti follows. Our pravritti means our actions, our movement is on that direction. So Shraddha should not be in something small. Alpe Shraddha na bhavitum arhati. In something small, whether it is money, fame, or people, or crowd. While my talk was there, a lot of people had come. This is even not third class thing. Even foolish persons, people can have a lot of people. So this is not a criteria. A person may speak rubbish, he can have thousands of people. He can have lakhs of people listening to him. I have listened, therefore I am telling. And and a person may be very great saint, one person. Bhagwan Krishna had only one listener. So this is not the criteria. But because I have mat buddhi, then therefore Shraddha is in that, therefore effort will be to get that. So Shraddha bal. Second thing comes Vinay bal. Because it is very big, my ahankar, my achievement is very small. Vinay bal. When Vinay is there, you are ready to be molded after that. You are ready to give in a shape. You are ready to listen a lot. Third bal was Tyag bal. Now whatever mamta I have, attachments I have, ये बल है. This bal work in spiritual life. Tyag bal is the one, my attached area, my family life, my own life, I start renouncing, mentally if not physically. Mentally yesterday I said that thinking they belong to God and not to me. This is the Tyag bal. And if I have to live separate from them for 1 year, 2 years, I can easily live. This is called Tyag bal. If Tyag bal is not there, then you will not be able to fill in the thought what Guru is giving, because already my bowl is already full inside. So in Vinayable, you give you become ready. In Shraddha, you realize. In Vinay, you are ready. In Tyag, you mentally dispossess. And Samarpan Bal, you give your Ahankar. Because when you are in this path, lot of unknown things are there. Lot of things will be told which you will not understand during that time. Because what we see is this very little. Teacher sees much more. Scripture see much more. As I told you, I was in one ashram and one teacher told me, see, as long you are listening to this Upanishad, you can meet some saint, but not talk. And don't go to the library. And don't read any other book. So for a moment with me, 1-2 hours, he said, why he is asking me? He wants that we should not go to any saint. But at that time we did not understand that he is saying so that we don't get confused. Because each saint talks about his own sadhana, about his own methodology. He said, till you are studying, 2, 3, 4 months, after that you can go. So what sometime teacher may see, I will not be able to see what is his prakriya, what is his way of progressing, doing the work. Surrender is required where you don't see any logic in something. If you see something as logic in something, then you don't need surrender. But somewhere you see, I can't understand why this is happening. The ability to accept the teacher, the God's wish, the situation around, and the ability to give myself wholeheartedly, there Samarpan Bal is required. If you don't have this bal, you will start reacting because certain things you will be attached to and you will be asked, don't get attached. So you will not be able to give your viewpoint and your style of getting it. Somewhere you think don't like and it will be asked, see, you don't like, you should not be like, don't like. So when Samarpan is there, you are ready to give up your likes and dislikes. So this 4 bal makes you ready with the sadhan chatushtay. This is called bal. So nayam atma balhinin labhya is not physical strength of biceps or physical strength of 6 packs you have to have. It is another strength for works in a spiritual path. The outer strength or how much you have read doesn't matter. You may be a voracious reader, doesn't matter. Or you may be a great orator, doesn't matter. You may be a book writer, doesn't matter. You are a public motivational speaker, doesn't matter. Or you have listened to a lot of saints, doesn't matter. These things does not matter. These are external things. Internal grit which is required is very different than external thing of that. And if these things are deficient, you don't have insufficient, you will find difficult to be in this path itself. You will find that I'm not that fit student, or I was not that fit student. You will not be very fit in the path. You will understand this very good, but I was not that fit, or I am not that fit because I don't have that tyag, or that surrender, or that shraddha, or that vinay, which this kind of sadhana requires. Bal is not in me that much. Situation crushes me, or ahankar is difficult for me to tackle. So this is the difficulty of this life, if you want to pursue wholeheartedly. So nayamatma balhinin labhya. So he will not be able to accept the teacher's words or the scriptural words, or change himself, or be available for some more adoption of bigger thoughts for a longer time. Because he is not able to give up actually certain of his ideas, certain thoughts, certain attitudes, certain attachment, certain aversions. He cannot give it up. That is his inability. So when only certain thoughts are so fixed, then the new thoughts which are required to be internalized, already you have internalized your attachment or ahankar. So that will be blocking the flow of thought from the scripture. And therefore that is called, you will not have the ball to hold Brahmakara vritti. To hold Brahmakara, understanding is one thing, holding and dwelling is another thing. Understanding is good, but it is very little. Unless you dwell it, unless you adopt it, unless you internalize it, unless you think day and night about it, unless you dwell into it, unless you mix it in your mind constantly, unless you learn to see all experiences in that light, so this knowledge will not be that much effective, I mean. It won't be very much able to take out the sorrows forever. So that is called balhinen. See, first is there. Second was pramadat. Pramad, inadvertent. So this pramad is different. Bhaskar writes, Laukik putra pashwadi vishay sang nimitt pramadat. Distraction, what you call. Inadvertence, distraction. You have to understand one point. These are not that easy things. And therefore, one has to be extra careful. Supposing you are a doctor, you are an engineer, you are an accountant, you are a businessman. So 6 hours you practiced. I asked him that the Karuna came. And I asked, only 6 hours I practiced. So you can 6 hours, morning 9 to 12, evenings 4 to 7. And rest of the time you can be mother, you can be father, you can be brother. You can go out. You can go out for eating, you can go out for walking. Or because my profession is over at 7 o'clock. I am free at 7 o'clock. Or I am free by 1 o'clock. Or you are a teacher, or you are an accountant. Amrishar came, she said, I am working from home. I am working from home. So they have, she doesn't want, salary should be same, but work should be lesser. So, I'm working for who I can, why? Her reason what? I want to do more satsang, I can listen more, children are there. So other things are also there apart from that. And you can afford to be like that 5 hours I can do the office work, rest of the work. In Vedanta this doesn't work. Vedanta is, you have made some mistake of understanding yourself as a doer enjoyer. And now you have understood yourself to be consciousness which is the seer of all. Now this mistake of understanding world as real and me-self as incomplete, it's not a part-time thing. It's not external job that I can take and give it up. That 4 hours I have, supposing somebody has blood pressure. So blood pressure cannot be tackled for 2 hours. It is a 24-hour, you have to be careful about it. Or diabetes is there, or break problem. Therefore, they are called lifestyle disease. It's not that 2 hours I won't take salt, and after that I will have lot of salt, or I will have namkeen, because I am very keen about it. So, or I want to have something, spicy, or I want to have fried things. If you are having these things, but 2 hours I didn't have. 10 to 12 I did not have all these things. I didn't have any salt, I didn't have any puris, I didn't have any namkeen. I was almost fasting for 2-3 hours. After 1 o'clock can I have it? See, it is not like that. Because you have a disease called blood pressure, so you have to be careful all 24 hours. Because all what, supposing blood pressure was normal during 2-3 hours, it is a tendency to get again abnormal after that. So you cannot do that. You have 2 hours, you have thought, I am consciousness, which is not the part, product or property of the body. And I dwelled into it. After 2 hours, I again started, some bhokta comes up. Attached area means area where you are becoming enjoyer. That is called area of attachment. And when I become enjoyer, that means I have to forget that I am the consciousness. So all what work you did, that is called pramad. I know that, still I do wrong. And it has become my habit to do like this. I contradict myself continuously. So 3-4 hours I was, what is it called, enjoyer. I was angry or I was doer. So these things are contradicting my main sadhana. This is called pramad. Pramad means unnecessarily illogical, worthless distractions, causing the harm to your thought of Atma, that I am that. What 2 hours you had practiced, that is now gone to cold waters because you have thrown it. You have thrown cold water because during 2-3 hours you became very strong enjoyer. And every strong enjoyer will web lot of thought around it for a long time. It's not that enjoyment is over after enjoyer. After enjoyment is over, after gossip is over, after that the thoughts continue about it in conscious or unconscious mind also. There is a subconscious mind also acting. Sometimes you think, what is the name of that person? I don't know, I forgot. Anyway, let me work. After 2 hours you start remembering, oh, that name was his. And you are not doing anything. But that means subconscious mind, the mind was working and trying to bring out that file. What is that name of that person? Segran. Segran, who was here? Segran was when temple was built. I was just thinking he used to come in the morning and shout immediately. Morning he came, every morning. He started with the shouting in Archana. All the workers. I think he's back. I don't know he's there or not, but he's not there. Rambras is doing that. But he was Rambras's person. I don't know where he's gone. But sometimes you wonder, what is that shlok? I forgot that shlok. Which shlok? That 14th chapter shlok, second shlok was there, first shlok. Anyway, and it will come later on. What I am telling is, your gossip, your strong enjoyer, when you become angry, you become very strong enjoyer. Because you are justifying your enjoyership. Or when you are, talking a lot about eating. People talk a lot about eating things. Which food is good, how tasty it was. This is good for worldly things, worldly people. How nice chaat was, how nice chutney was, are wow. Or how nice that particular pav was. So these things are good for the one who are worldly. But seeker has put some effort in coming to this stage. Now that enjoyer which you have created is at the cost of your knowledge about yourself. So inadvertence in eating, in talking, in waking, in sleeping, in chatting, in gossiping, in hating somebody, in liking, what we take very easily and for granted, that is somewhere acting against us. And therefore, many times, in Mahabharata, there is Sanat Kumar Gita is there. It is said there, Pramadam vai mrityum bravimi, na mrityu vyagra iv jantu natti. The dead does not eat anybody like a lion. But this pramad alone is the death. Pramadam vai mrityum bravimi, Sanat Kumar says this. Understood, no? So you have taken things for granted, very loosely, lightly, for granted. Attitude is there. Just like that attitude, this does not work here because it is going to kill some kind of the purity that I created, the fulfillment that I created inside. It has become a habit to waste time. It has become a habit to talk loose. It has become a habit to, just surfing the YouTube. It has become a habit to just go and watch here and there. It has become a habit. So these things are not with the seekers. This won't go. This won't go. What is not your area of work? No need to go. Others will do. Therefore, Upram word in Tattvod, Upramah Shabd comes. If you remember, Swadharma Anushtanam Eva. Uparati word in Tattvod has a unique explanation. There Shankaracharya Bhagavan says, Swadharma Anushtanam Eva. What is your area of work? Just confine yourself to that. Don't intrude in somebody else's duty. What he is not doing, he is doing, leave it. It's not your area. You are not a social worker, you are a spiritual seeker. So this is the second point. No need to comment, no need to think on everything, because conserve your energy and time. Same time, chant Bhagavad Gita. Same time, if you have, chant Vishnu Sahasranam. Same time, chant this Upanishad, rather than talking about all these matters, or thinking about, or going about. No need for all that thing. You have less time and much more hard, unclean mind to clear up. You have a bad mind. You have less time to, even Guru Baba used to say, whole life you keep on chanting, that also is less. So much dirt is there. From morning till evening you keep on chanting Lord's name and keep on doing puja. That is also less, because you have strong doers and strong tendencies. Third point, tapasaha. Tapasaha, along with tapasaha, vapi is there. Also, va-api. So tapasya word, if you remember yesterday I said, it is not that you are very disciplined. Discipline devoted is okay, but discipline is just to cleanse your mind for Shravan, actually. All discipline is cleaning the vessel so that you can eat the kheer in it. Discipline is not for discipline, and dispassion is not for dispassion. Discipline, dispassion, you have purchased the shirt or any cloth, you washed it, you ironed it and kept it. It is for putting on. It is not for ironing and keeping in the cupboard forever. So what mind you have, now fill that mind with lot of listening of Vedanta. So here tapas word has a jnanam word. Tapas is not that tapasya. Normal meaning of tapasya is not there. Tapasya has the meaning of listening, systematic, organized, chronological listening of the Upanishad for a long time from a capable acharya. And second step, after the talk is over, going in the room and trying to dwell into it, trying to find out where I have not understood, what are the loose ends, what is my doubt, and I do mananam, tat chintanam, tat kathanam, anyo anya tat prabodhanam. And third is that I go and I meditate. Meditate means, yesterday evening class, I am able to internalize. I again and again internalize. I am again and again make that thought that I am consciousness not in the body, but body is in me. This world is in me, or this world is not real. So this is called, yesterday you heard Vivek Abhyas, Upasana Abhyas, Dosh Drishti Abhyas, and Vivek Abhyas. So this Abhyas you do, so that I am out of this, I am notion, Viparya Bhavana. So this is called Tapasya. Alingat means, if you remember, Ling had the meaning of sannyas. I had talked about that. And sannyas has the meaning that one should not have incidental approach to Vedanta. Incidental. One should have intrinsic approach to self, not incidental. Like in the company of, when the fire is touched, water has become hot. After that it is cold. It's called incidental. But the fire is hot whether anything is touching or not touching. So sannyas is an internal discipline that I commit, that I declare to the whole world that I have no desire, I have no ambition, I have no money, I have no relations. I have no attachment aversions. I have no competitor. I am not fond of good food. I am not fond of luxurious living. Please allow me to just dwell in my Shravan and Manan and meditation. And I tell to myself that this is what I am meant for. I have no other occupations left. I told you internal and external sannyas yesterday. It is a declaration to myself and to others also. To others, because don't disturb me, and to myself, don't get distracted by anything else. To the world also, don't expect I will do anything else. And to myself also I say, see, I have no right for anything else. If I have not got the good food, I have no right to get a very good food. Because I only have chosen this one. Well, I did not get nice paneer, but you only have. You have come here to for paneer or what? You have come for paneer? Then? Or my clothes are not very good. My iron clothes are not there. You have come for iron clothes or what? Or I did not get pizza. Somebody said. So this is not, we are not come for eating. Not now, 1 year back. I did not get it. This is not for that. Or I did not get ice cream. Or my room is not luxurious. This is not like that. This is not that. This is not for that path. I am declaring to myself, whatever bigger I will get, I will. Therefore, earlier they have to go for Bhiksha. 3-4 houses. 5 houses, sorry. And if you don't get in 5 houses, you cannot ask more also. I have declared to world and declared to myself, I'll be satisfied by bare minimum. I don't have any right to get too many things. I hope you are understanding this. And I am only here. My purpose of living in the place is just to do bhajan and to involve myself in all kind of mind purifying exercises. Nothing else. Who is bad, who is not bad, who has come, who has not come, is not my business. Those who have that business, let them deal it. You don't deal it. There are another team is there, they will deal it. You are not so much fit to deal with all these things. You are made for another thing. ठीक है ना? हाँ, not that. This is my commitment. It is a vow. Either I will do or I will die. Somebody came to Swami Abhedananda and he asked a question. He has to have a question answer at the end of his last 2, 3, 4 years. He said, I have taken sannyas, but I regret it now. He said, because I feel I am not very fit. What shall I do? I am not very fit. Sannyas is not bad. But I am not fit as is required for the qualifications I don't have. Very nice answer he gave. He said, see, if you have not taken that lot, don't take it. But if you have taken it, don't give it now. Rather, go to any saint whom you have faith and just listen to satsang. Whether he scolds you, whether he beats you, just listen, don't do anything. You will, few days, after few years, you will be fit for sannyas. You will be totally fit. It's not that for something, some subject, many times we were failing or not getting good marks. But moment you start studying with the proper teacher, there's something called tuition are there, coachings are there, some good teacher you go to. It must be here also. So after that you get good in the subject, and where you are having 50%, you explore 80-90%. It's not that something, don't define yourself that I'm not fit and I'll never be fit. I may not be fit now, but I can be fit if I practice certain things. Don't put yourself into some frame while walking on this path, because I am totally unfit. And this way you are discouraging yourself. Nobody else is at harm. If I discourage myself, nobody else can help me. The moment you again and again you say, I'm not fit, what will happen? Then you don't feel like doing anything after that. And you can do still. You can crack that. If you constantly brood on this point, you cannot. Certain things I was not able to do, but after trying I could do it. It became very easy. What was very difficult became very easy. I felt, how will I do this? But after certain practices, that became like this, it started coming. So don't have all the time a very discouraging remark about yourself. Put effort and just move ahead. Now, etair upayair yatate yastu vidwan. Second line. Etai upaya. Upaya means something which is a sadhan. Two were primary upaya and two were secondary. Tapasya and ling were primary upaya. Api means along with, also. Also the gyan along backed by sannyas. Sannyas less gyan doesn't work. The gyan or tapasya, shravan manan dhyan backed by sannyas. Therefore api was there. Api is a significant word. So sannyas-less, renunciation-less listening of the scriptures won't have much value. So etahi upayi. Upayi means yatate. Yatate means putting effort. Yatan. Therefore yati word is used for sannyasi. Yati. Yati means one who, what you say in English, burning midnight oil. That means he puts hard effort. If I could not meditate, I could not meditate today, again I will sit. नहीं हुआ, आज meditation ही नहीं हुआ. I was sitting half an hour, nothing happened. So again I'll take my breakfast, light breakfast, and again I'll sit at 11 o'clock. I will see that it happens. Or I could not understand this subject. Go back again to your room, open the book, what work you have? Close the room, open the book. Open all the notes. See the recordings. Take one by one word. Again start. How it will not happen? Got you. So that is called yatan. Otherwise I go to the room and sleep. This won't happen. Or I will see some, comedy show in the YouTube. अब तुम ऐसे आलतू फालतू काम करोगे, तब तुम्हारा तो कुछ प्रोग्रेस होगा नहीं. It is never that you will see one clip. After that series you will see. So better don't open anything. If you have to open, only just see the pravachan. That's it. Etair upayair. Upaya means some way. If you have to open the lock, then also there is a way to put the keys and then open. Sometimes, you go to the hotels and there's a card, electronic card. I always do wrong in that. So you have to put it at there is a certain slit is there, you have to put it. And then the AC will be on, the lights will be on. It's not that you put anything anywhere and the door is there, you have to put in a certain direction. Sometimes they discharge also. You keep on putting, nothing happens. You know that? So there is a particular way, then you touch it like that. Then it will open up. So in sadhana also, it's locked. I have to put in certain things, then only it will click. And these are the 4 things. Etair upaya yatate. Yatate means he puts additional effort. And for that, tasya esh atma vishate brahmadhama. Now this 4th quarter, Esh Atma. See, he is called Vidwan. Vidwan means who has strived. He has not got the goal. But because he will get, therefore he is starting called Vidwan. Yatate. He is Vidwan. Etahi upayahi. By these efforts, by these ways, yatate. He is trying to bring that thought, bring that perfection in his understanding. And for him what happens? Atma vishate. Vishate means merges, enters. Brahmadhama. Brahmadham means that Brahma. Dham means light. So Brahma, which is light, Karmdhare Samaj, that Brahmadham, he enters Brahmadham. Char dham nahi, Brahmadham. Brahmadham. Which is that Brahmadham? Earlier also first Saved Etat Paramam Brahmadhama, the first mantra, which was called Vihitam Vishwam Nihitam Vihitam Bhati Shubhram. He enters into that Brahma. This is the Jivan Mukti. By living, he is liberated. That means he has known that I am the self. Like the pot space has entered total space. It's not a physical entry. It's understanding. Entry through understanding. Pot space has understood I am not the conditioned by the wall, rather I am the unconditioned space. Now let us see the fifth. The commentary of the last quarter is the whole fifth mantra. Samprapyainam rishayo jnana triptaha. What happened, bhai? Breakfast you had, I think. Samprapyainam rishayo jnana triptaha. Kritatmano vitaragaf prashantaha. Te sarvagam sarvatah prapya dhiraha yuktatmanaha sarvameva vishanti. See, it is said here, enam samprapya. Samprapya means having known. And how he knows? How he knows that? Now qualification has been already told. Now, how he knows that? Through Shat Sampatti. So, earlier was the Bahirang, some external qualification. Now more internal qualification, and how he attains will be mentioned. First is Dhira. Dhira, second line. I'll take the word from bottom, top, here and there. So see the word Dhira, Bhashakara is Atyanta Vivekina. He is ready to lose the losable. Readiness to lose the losable is called Dhiraha. What I understand. What will be lost is called losable. I am ready to lose it before it is lost. Ready to lose the losable. So Dhir means who has discrimination. Who knows this is Nitya, this is Anitya. This is Sat, this is Asat. He is not blindly enjoying something. He is not blindly attached. He is not blindly related. He asks a question, will it help me forever? Or this is a symptomatic treatment, resulting in more diseases. He will ask this question to himself. And then after knowing that, he says, this is not possible, this is not worth. Nastya krita kritena. It is not going to give me any solution. Dhiraha, yesterday I told this point, dosh darshan abhyas. He will say, this won't give me that what I wanted won't give me this situation, this person, this achievement. Nitya. So first he does Sukh Dukh Vivek. Then he does Chit Achit Vivek. Then he does Nitya Anitya Vivek. Then he does Sat Asat Vivek. These four we have to go through. Is that it has joy? What is the cost I have to pay to get this joy? Dhira. This is the first point. This is called Vivek in Sadhan Chatushtay. It's a very internal process. Nobody is forcing you to do all these things. Nobody is forcing. It is because most of the time you live with your mind only. And you have to bring these thoughts in your mind and try to tackle that mind. If you don't do, you won't have that Vivek. Vivek is not developed, that means Vairagya won't come. And therefore, second point is Vitaraga. First line you see. Vitaraga. The result of Dhiraha is Vitaraga. His mind has no taste developed to pull something, and he doesn't feel anything worth having called as Mai, or worth achieving, or worth grabbing it, or is not very happy about worldly things. It's called Vitaraga. Not Vivek, more you apply it, more you become free. Yesterday also Vairag we talked a lot in the evening class. Vitaraga. That means mind is not a source of worldly things, don't disturb it. By not getting something is not disturbed. If you are disturbed, that means you have attachment. And you are very happy getting something, then also means you have attachment. Anger you have, that means you have attachment. Vitaraga, second point. Third point is, when he is free, Yuktatmana. Bhaskara is Nikta Samahit Subhava. Capacity for attention for a long time. Capacity to give attention to the teaching for a long time is called Yuktatmana. You go in the room, close your eyes or open your, and you can think on this subject for half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours. This is called Yuktatmana. Focus giving capacity on a Vedantic subject. Focus giving capacity or focusing capacity on the Vedanta or what teacher has said or Upanishad has talked for considerable time, sufficient time. He is not that he cannot give attention. 2 minutes he saw here, then he started seeing whose message has come. And then he started drawing something in that paper. Then he went out, ate something. Then he went to bathroom. Then again comes back, again eats something. And while eating, he is reading. Then again he focuses. What happens? Every focus giving is going deep into the mind for 2 centimeters. After that you went away and you dig 2 centimeters somewhere else. Now by the time you will come back, this has patched up now. If you had given the same time which you 10 minutes you went out and did all these things, if you had given this 2 centimeter depth would have gone to 10 centimeter in a few minutes. But because you don't think, therefore every now and then your depth in the subject is lessened. Because you are not able to give focus on that. Every work demands its own time and own attention span. So attention and this attention span is called Yuktatmana. Nitya Samahit Subhava, Bhashika, right? I hope this point is clear. Like the children study, every now and then they go out. But so they are not giving attention. So here you have to just keep on digging inside. 2 minutes, 4 minutes, half an hour, ऐसे नहीं काम चलता. Even those painters are there, they keep on painting for 2 hours, then something is painted. Otherwise, every now and then if they go and smoke, so at the end you see that this is not done properly, half work is done, half work is not done. So mind has to get tuned and then it should, when you give the mind for a long time, then mind wants to do that, then it doesn't want to leave after some time. A time comes where mind gets absorbed. So allowing that time to get absorbed, This takes time. It takes time for absorption of the mind. But by the time it was about to be absorbed, I left. Because this is my habit. I went out to see what is the priest doing. But what work you have? No, just like that. Or I went out to see who has come in the lounge. This won't work. You will not be able to dig the gems which are in you. In your depth, gems are there. You allow yourself, make it a habit to be serious in some matter. I told yesterday that casual and lukewarm approach doesn't work here. Here nowhere it works actually. This is called yukta atmana. This is third point. Fourth point is, by this constant pursuing, he is not a seeker. Rishaya. He has become now Siddh. Rishaya. 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 Bhaskar writes, darshanvanta. Rish dhatu, meaning has darshan. To see, to know. Rishad bhati, rishabha. Rishab Devji. So he has become now knower of self. This is fourth point. Fifth point. And therefore, he is tripta, gyan tripta. So first three was sadhana. And now is the phal. He is satisfied in the knowledge. Bhaskar writes, na bhayyan tripti sadhanena sarir upchaya karena. Not by building up his body is happy. Well, you see, Swamiji, good news is there. What? I lost 1 kg. Marenge tumko. 1 kg you lost. Is this a good news? Or I gained 1 kg. 1 kg loss gain से क्या होता है? Somebody was there in Punjab and he said, I lost 1.5 kg. I said, since how long? Well, 2.5 years. Before COVID and this, I lost 1.5 kg in 2.5 years. He was very happy. चलो तुम खुश तो हो? Rishaya. Fourth point. Sorry, Gyan Tripta. Fifth point. And therefore, Prashanta. Prashanta, see the bhash, Uparat Indriya. He is withdrawn from sense organ. He is having a relaxed demeanor. Doesn't mean he is very quiet, doesn't talk. Doesn't mean that. He may talk, he may work, he may eat, he may walk, but inside him there is a background of silence of the self. Being aware of the self which is not opposed to noise. Being aware of the limitless nature of the self is called prashanta. This is sixth, prashanta. What happens to these people? Te sarvagam sarvata prapya. They attain the one who has gone everywhere. See the Vedanta here. देख रहे हो आप? Atma is all pervading. Sarvata prap, everywhere they attain the one. And what happens? Sarvam e avishanti. They become that only. They also become all. Sarvam ev. So, sarvata prap is jivan mukti. And sarvam ev avishanti is videha mukti. Well, what is jivan mukti and what is videha mukti, bhai? When you know the self, still there is a world in front of you. Still you walk, talk. Still RC is there, RM is there, OC is there. Factual discovery is there, but seeming division is there. Factual discovery, but seeming division is there. That is called GM. GM? Jivan Mukti. Okay. In Videha Mukti, seeming difference is not there. Seeming difference is there. This is the commentary of the last quarter, the last mantra. Sarvam eva avishanti. I hope this shlok is clear now. This verse is much clearer. This is not a simple verse. The fruit, this is 5th to 9th is Gyan Phalam. 5th to 9th mantra is Gyan Phalam. Sadhan was mentioned earlier. Now sadhan will be not there. 4 sadhan, etc. Now phalam is mentioned. So that consciousness, I give the example that the pot space has become all. Same example is there. Or when you woke up from the dream, you dreamer who were crying or laughing because the dog had bit in the dream, you have become all dream now. Knowing the waking, you became all dream. Whole dream objects you are. That dog who bit you, that also you are. Whatever the dog, yes, in the dream. Sometimes in the waking also. But in the dream, definitely you are a dog. Actually, in the waking, everybody, you are a donkey, you are a dog, you are a tree, you are sun, you are moon, you are Brahma. Sarvagam, sarvata prapya dhira. Sarvam ev. He enters all. It's not a physical entry, it's the intellectual entry. It's the intellectual entry. It's not a physical, I entered into youthfulness. It's a discovery. It's not something physical. As I was not there, that is entry. As if the dreamer entered into waking state. This is Videhi Mukti is there. Bhaskar gives the same example. My time is over. I'll see more tomorrow. Please revise it, dwell with, chew it well, each word, and you will have much more joy and understanding. Beautiful verses are there of Mundak. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namah. Hari Om.